Hi James, thank you for giving me a bit of time today. So you are working for Mildren.
I am.
So Mildren are contracted at the moment to be building this, which is, what is?
This is a new road layout for Horton Heath, which is going to tie into the existing road, which is Allington Lane. This is the infrastructure so they can get power, water and access essentially.
So James, what is your role on the site?
I'm a site engineer. I'll be starting my training on Monday, but most of my training has been done on site so far.
Yeah.
And my job essentially is quality control, setting up levels and lines so they know exactly what they're building and where it goes.
You've actually got an apprenticeship, haven't you?
Yes.
So how did that come about? What were you doing before?
I finished my degree in quantity surveying and decided that I wanted to be an engineer instead. And I had a choice between going back to uni or going on an apprenticeship scheme, and I figured it's just a bit better to learn as I go rather than just a theory, because this is a lot more practical than it is theory.
So how is it different from the degree that you've just done?
Some parts have been very helpful, but what you learn in a classroom compared to what happens on site is very different.
Yeah.
What you learn in a classroom is the ideal world, and what you have on site is reality, which is not the ideal world.
So how long is your apprenticeship?
8 weeks on site, 2 weeks at Civil Engineering Training Centre Leon Solon, and then it goes on like that for 2 years.
What is the next step for you after that?
That depends. I can carry on working as a site engineer. My options after that is to go on to either site management or senior engineer, contracts manager, but I'm quite content doing this for a while, I think.
So James, what's going on behind us?
So at the moment where you see the big digger and the guy on the left, that's the curb laying gang. One goes along putting the bedding down, the other uses a machine to put the actual curb down, and the other one lines it up and levels it. Down the far end on the right, we're prepping for the footpath. So the footpath is where you get all your services.
So what's the best thing about your job, James?
It varies massively, which is good. It's never the same every day. You've got a mix of the office work on the computer, which I quite like, the CAD work, where you get to see the design, change the design. But then you come out here and you've got all the different gangs. The curb laying gang's been laying curbs for about 16 years. And there's little details which I wouldn't have thought of before that they do sort of remind me of.
Because they've got that experience and that
They lay curbs every day for the past 16 years.
When you're seen as the apprentice, like the person training and learning on site, and you're telling people that have been doing that job for 16 years.
That was quite awkward in the beginning.
Yes, I can
but
imagine.
Again, what I'm sort of being taught to do at the moment is I've got to think ahead and how things are actually put together.
Yes.
Whereas that curb laying game will go, okay, I can see a line, which is what I've put up for them. I will lay to that. They're not going to think of the level or the angles that it goes in or the reason why the curb is going the way it is. They don't need to know that, which is why I get all the questions, which is fine. I do like that.
Brilliant, James. Thank you so much for explaining about your job role. It's really interesting, and I'm going to be seeing you for some time to come. Good luck with all your studies.
Yeah, hopefully it goes well. Should do. It's going well so far.
Yeah. Good luck. Thank you.
Cheers.